You're watching Shooting USA, awarded Best Outdoor Program by the National Shooting Sports Foundation.
Part of the appeal that sets steel shooting apart is that no matter the location or the level of the match you attend, the 8 stages of fire are always the same. It doesn't matter if it's a monthly club match or a national championship. Competitors see these 8 stages over and over, and that means the time can be very fast. Here are the stages diagrammed and explained.
Stand by.
5 to go is 4 10-inch plates staggered away from the shooter with the 12-inch stop plate on the far right. Outer Limits has the longest shots of the steel stages. The 18 by 24-inch rectangles are at 35 yards. This is the only stage where shooters move between shooting boxes during strings of fire. Roundabout is made up of 12-inch plates, 2 at 15 yards and 2 at 7 yards with the stop plate at 10 yards. Pendulum has 4 round plates at 18 yards. The outer 2 are 12-inch, the inner 2 are 10-inch. Showdown is deceptively difficult. The 2 rectangles are at 25 yards and the 2 10-inch plates are at 10 yards. The 12-inch stop plate at 12 yards. Smoke and Hope is the fast stage. 4 18 by 24-inch rectangles. The outer 2 at 7 yards and the inner 2 at 9 yards. But don't miss the 12-inch stop plate. Speed Option breaks from the format of the rest of the stages. This time the stop plate is an 18 by 24-inch rectangle set at 35 yards. And the stage Accelerator is a mix of steel targets taken from the other stages of fire. All stages require 5 strings of fire, with the best 4 times scored for the match. The exception being Outer Limits, with 4 strings fired and the best 3 scored. The first shooters to tackle the stages are those in the Rimfire match. Many of these shooters will next shoot a limited or production Centerfire gun on day 2 and then an open gun on day 3 of the match. The 3 demanding days of shooting are required to capture the Steel Master title.
The training aspect of going for Steel Master is even especially wearing on you because you have to shoot with the 22, with the limited gun, with the open gun, so you can't dedicate a lot of time in one platform. So, those are the challenges there.
Dave Zavini is defending as the Steel Master, but malfunctions are making his start frustrating. Dave's best 4 runs on the stage total 11.66 seconds.
Stand by.
BJ Norris is also shooting for the Steel Master title, and on Roundabout, BJ's efforts will be rewarded. His 4 best runs total 7.21 seconds, the best for the match.
How'd it go, BJ?
Good. I just wanted to get a nice solid start on this stage. I like this stage a lot, so I was really relaxed coming into it, and I just wanted to get a good start.
Defending ladies Steel Master Jessie Abbott is making another run at the title. Jessie gets her match underway on the stage 5 to go. Total time here, 10.57 seconds. This year, Jessie has some very real competition for the ladies Steel Master title in the form of Kay Michalak. She was sidelined at the last Steel Championship by a snake bite. But this year, Kay is back at full strength. Her best 4 strings of fire total 8.25 seconds. And the results for the Rimfire match end up like this. On the men's side, it's BJ Norris on top, followed by Max Michel and Todd Jarrett. The ladies' results show Kay Michalak on top in front of Rebecca Jones and Jessie Abbott third. The Rimfire event is always a closely contested part of any steel match. especially for the shooters chasing the Steel Master title. Remember, that's the combined scores for Rimfire, for limited gun Centerfire, and for open division shooting. But it's always fun to watch the top shooters in the sport push the limits with their 22s. Well, coming next, we'll ramp up the action as the Centerfire guns come out to play.
Shooting USA is brought to you by Blackhawk, the world's finest tactical gear. Performance rules. And by BSA Sport Optics, the technology to complete your mission since ShootingUSA.com, your resource for firearms news and information.
Anytime you do anything outdoors, the weather can be a factor. Well, steel shooting is an all-weather sport, and that means they shoot in the rain or in the snow, but they don't shoot if there is lightning in the area. The tension is understandably high in Anderson, South Carolina, as the threat of thunderstorms appears. Day 2 of the match, and now the Centerfire hardware is out on the stages. Most of the competitors in the Steel Master race go for their limited or production guns on day 2, but not Kay Michalak. With rain looming, Kay has decided to shoot her open gun on day 2 and her production gun on the day with the biggest threat of rain. Husband Jerry Michalak takes on Accelerator with his iron sights and stretches his lead on the other revolver shooters in the match. Jerry's best 4 add up to 14.88 seconds. Doug Koenig is always a threat in the limited division. His best 4 strings of fire on Accelerator total 12.41 seconds. But Doug knows it could have been better.
Oh, it was okay. One run there just got a little, wasn't sure if I heard the timer or somebody else was shooting, so I probably should have just stopped. But it was okay. It's all right run. Pretty solid.
And the fastest limited shooter on Accelerator is Dave Zavini. Dave burns down the stage with a best 4-run total of 11.34 seconds. Dave is well on his way to winning the limited match, and his runs on Smoke and Hope are going to help that progress. Dave's best 4 strings total 9.4 seconds.
I figured after that first one I better start aiming. Tried to get away with just looking at the plates, and it never worked. So fortunately for me, I was able to string together 4 in a row. That
Worked out okay for sure. The final standings for the limited division looked like this. Dave Zavini first, with Todd Jarrett and Doug Koenig rounding out the top 3. And now, day 3, and the top shooters are bringing out the open guns. Casey Eusebio of the AMU is here to defend his open division title. And Casey's runs on 5 to go will help with that, totaling 9.78 seconds, the best for the match. Next up for the frontrunners is the ultra-fast Smoke and Hope. Max Michel is on his way to shooting the best time for the match on this stage. Max's 4 best runs here total 7.72 seconds. Jesse Abbott is on an even keel, shooting a consistent match. Over on Showdown, her total time is 11.97. It turns out that Kay Michalak has made a good prediction on the weather. As she is finishing up on Showdown, the rain starts, putting the match on hold. Now the morning of day 4, and the skies are clear. And on the final stage for the match, B.J. Norris is fighting his way into the top 3. Outer Limits will be a good performance for B.J., posting a best for the match time of 11.41 seconds. But it turns out it won't be enough for a late run at the title. The final standings for the open division couldn't be tighter, with Casey Eusebio 3rd, B.J. Norris 2nd, and Max Michel on top by 0.15 of a second.
The scores will show, everybody's a couple seconds off the pace, and I think it's because nobody really knew what was going on. We didn't know if we were ready to shoot now. Okay, now go back into the tent and wait another hour. Okay, time to wake up and go shoot again. We really didn't know what was going on, and just the kind of uncertainty really just kind of threw everybody for a loop.
The men's Steel Master is Todd Jarrett with a 3-gun total of 254 seconds. The lady Steel Master is Jessie Abbott with a 309.83 second total for her 3 guns and 4 days of competition. What a finish for the open division. The top 3 shooters separated by less than 4/10 of a second. Unbelievable. Congratulations, guys. And also to Todd and Jessie, the Steel Master winners. That is a major